Hi yogis, welcome to one more of our practices. So today is going to be hand and foot. So hands reaching out for the feet, feet reaching out for the hands. Find yourselves in a seated position. Make sure you have, if you could manage to lay your hands on a belt or a towel nearby. And I'll just switch off all my devices while you begin to breathe. So just take a few seconds to decompress, to find your center. Whatever kind of day you've had, but try and keep your spine tall. Find that energy coming back to you. I know it's coming close to the end of the day, but find that energy through your breath. So increase the length of your inhales, increase the length of your exhales, and pretty much let everything else go by. So the more you engage with what's happened, with regret, with anxiety, with anticipation, the more mental energy you start investing in all these things, and the less energy you've left for clear thinking, for focus, for Zen. And that's a good enough reason on its own to give up on all the negative mental chatter. The other good reason is negative mental chatter leads to negative physical bodily outcomes. There's a clear connection between mind and body that's been established by science. So that's another good reason. So let it all go. The intention for the practice today is to become aware of poses that actually require you to get your hands as close to your feet as possible, and maybe even reach your palms to your toes. So with that, gently blink your eyes open, interlace your fingers, inhale, just take it up as much as you can. So your first nice little stretch, go reach up as high as you can. And then circle your palms down. If you're sitting like me, Vajrasana, you'll get your first hand to foot experience. Get your palms as close to your feet as possible. Squeeze your shoulder blades in. Lift your heart up, chin up into whatever back bend you can manage. Maybe chin up. And slowly release. Release your feet from underneath of you. Keep your heels together, big toes together. Release your hips from underneath of you. So release the flesh from underneath of you. Sit up tall. So you can see I'm not kind of slouching into my lower back. I'm pulling my tailbone in and up. Spine tall. And when you're ready, inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, reach forward. Now, I know everyone may not be able to reach their toes on the first shot. So wherever your palms land up, maybe at your calves, hold on to your calves and pull yourselves gently forward. If you can hook on to your big toes, fair enough. Go ahead, hook on and keep pulling yourself forward. If you can, inhale, spine tall, exhale, just pull your navel in, use your biceps, pull yourselves in. Once again, inhale, spine tall, exhale, fold in. Next inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, fold in a little more. This time, see if you can get a little more of your palms across your feet, or reach lower down to your ankles, wherever you feel yourself a little more challenged. Same thing. Inhale, spine tall. Exhale, bend your elbows, pull yourselves in. Inhale, spine tall. Exhale, pull in a little more. Inhale, once more, last time, spine tall. Exhale, pull in. And gently release. Bend your right knee in. Hold on to your right foot with your left palm. So the left palm goes on the outer edge. Hand to foot, obviously. I mean, I'm going to try to make you aware of it, but most of the times it's obvious. Spine tall, you're sitting right on the tip of your tailbone. Inhale, extend your arm, exhale, twist. If you can, extend your knee. Stay with that twist for a bit. And gently release. Let's do the other side. Bend your left knee. Hold on to the outer edge of your left foot with your right palm. Get your heel floating up. Inhale, spine tall, left arm in front. Exhale, twist. So reach across. Try and reach the center line. Then if you can, straighten your left knee. Keep taking your heart up. Reach across. 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Keep your feet straight, spine tall. Get your right palm next to you. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale to the side. And left palm down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale to the side. And release. Cross your ankles. If you can, get up without taking support. If you need support, of course, go ahead and take it. But please don't fall. Come to the tops of your mats. Keep your feet about hip distance apart. Outer edges of your feet parallel to the outer edges of your mat. So your heels line up behind your second and third toes. Pull up your kneecaps. Keep your pelvis level. Tailbone pointing straight down to your heels. Spine growing tall. Shoulders relaxed. Palms in front of your heart. Stay with your breath. Get in with your intention. Why are you practicing today? Blink your eyes open, circle your arms all the way up, reach up, look between your fingertips, and exhale, swan dive all the way down. Now, if you know you cannot reach your palms to your feet, go ahead, bend your knees. So I'm bending my knees, reaching my palms to my feet. If you can, hook your index and middle fingers to your big toe, and then slowly start taking your hips up. So you might feel the stretch so intense that you cannot straighten your knees. It's fine. Stay there, but as long as you've got your palms to your feet, that's what we are looking for. Slowly keep taking your hips up, keep extending your heart forward, pull your navel in, pull your heart down towards your knees as much as you can. If you really try tight in your hammies, you might end up looking like this, with your knees really bent, which is fine. Stay here and keep pushing your hips up. In fact, it's a great place to start because your heart is really close to your knees. Keep pushing your hips up. Wherever you are, either straight knees or bent knees, inhale, come up halfway. Keep your hips above your heels, heart moving forward, knees either straight or bent, wherever you feel comfortable. Exhale, bend your knees, get your fingertips on either side, get your right foot all the way back. Left knee over left ankle. Right heel goes all the way back. Keep taking your heart forward, chin up. And just for today, it might challenge your balance a bit. So make sure your right foot is a little more to the right than you usually keep it. Get your right palm on top of your left foot. Push the palm into the foot. Inhale, take the spine tall. Exhale, take your left arm up. So it's a twist, but just because your right palm is not next to your left foot, your right palm is on top of your left foot, feel that subtle shift in balance. You'll feel your left foot dynamically balance between your palm and the mat. Keep reaching your left arm up as much as you can. Keep the right knee straight. Reach your heart forward before you circle it out. So you don't want to kind of cave into your twist like this. You want to take your heart forward and then spiral it up. Slowly release. Get your front foot all the way back. Stay in plank. Hips in line with heels. Heart moving forward. Bend your knees. Drop your knees down. Take your hips slightly back. Bend your elbows. Get your heart between your palms. Your chin on the mat. Elbows close to the body. Knees, chest, chin. And then slowly straighten your knees, drop your pelvis to the mat, inhale, come up to cobra. In cobra, bend your left knee. See if you can reach for your left toes with your left palm. If you can't, come up a little more, see if you can reach. And then gently pull your foot in. I'm not using the belt yet. And release. Do the same on the other side. Bend your right knee in. Reach back with your right palm. Hold on to your right foot. If you can't, come up a little more. Hold on to it and then pull it down. Pull the heel down towards your hip. Slowly release. Come back to baby cobra. Tuck your toes in. Come up through your knees. Hips up and back. So you just did two more, hand to foot. Keep taking your tailbone up, spread your fingers, index fingers parallel to one another. Try and straighten out your elbows, externally rotate your arms at the shoulders. Keep taking your heart towards your knees. Pull your navel in. Strongly push the backs of your thighs towards the wall behind. Look between your palms. Inhale, come up on your heels. Exhale, get your right knee in towards the chest. Float the foot all the way forward. Right foot a little to the right, left foot a little to the left. Right knee on top of right ankle, hips going as low as you can. Left heel moving towards the wall behind, heart moving forward. Take your left palm, put it on top of your right foot. Inhale, spine tall. Exhale, circle your right arm up. Feel the dynamic balance of your right foot sandwiched between your palm and the mat. Becomes slightly challenging. Reach the right palm up. 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Get the back foot all the way forward. Hook your index and middle finger across the big toes, respective big toes. Keep your knees bent. Get your heart close to your knees and then slowly push your hips up. Straighten out your knees into the best possible forward fold you can get into. Inhale, come up halfway. Maybe bent knees, maybe straight knees, wherever you are. Exhale, forward fold, maybe bent knees, maybe straight knees. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up and back. And palms together. Get in front of your heart, close your eyes. Check in with your breath. Check in with your energy levels. Check in with your thoughts. When you're ready, blink your eyes open. Circle sweep your arms all the way up. Reach. Exhale all the way down. Same thing. If you can reach your feet, go ahead. If you can't, bend your knees, reach your feet, And then start pushing your hips up, straightening out your knees. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, fingertips on either side. Get your left foot all the way back. And then drop your left knee down and walk the left knee further back. Keep your right knee on top of your right ankle. Keep pushing your tailbone down and forward. Climb up onto your right knee. Keep pushing your hips down and forward. Then slowly get your left palm down directly under your left shoulder. So you start leaning forward just a bit. Bend your left knee even more. So get your left heel in towards your left hip. If you can, circle your right palm around, hold on to the outer edge of your left foot. If you can't, go ahead, take a belt, hook it around your left foot and hold on with your right palm. Keep pulling the foot in towards the hip as much as you can. So I'll probably demonstrate both. Keep pulling the foot in as much as you can. Slowly release the belt, release the foot. Get your palms on either side of your front foot. Tuck your back toes in. Pick up your back knee. Front foot all the way back to plank. Hips in line with shoulders. Shoulders over wrists. Chin forward. Once again, bend your knees. Drop down to your knees. Hips slightly back. Drop your chest between your palms and your chin on the mat, knees, chest, chin, shoulders away from the ears. And then walk your feet back, drop your hips down. Bend both your knees and hold on to your feet. If this is difficult, bend your knees and then use the belt. So it becomes a little tricky. Use the belt behind your ankles and pull your heels in towards your hips. Then if you can, inhale, lift your heart up. Now try not to let your knees play out like I'm doing right now. Try and keep your knees in towards each other. Imagine a block between your thighs. You're squeezing the block between your knees. At the same time, you're pulling your heels in towards your hips. At the same time, you're taking your heart up as much as you can. And if you're holding on to your feet, go ahead. Squeeze your shoulder blades in as much as you can. Keep taking your heart up. Keep growing tall through your knees. 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Get rid of the belt. Get your palms under your shoulders. Tuck your toes in. Come up through your knees. Hips up and back. Down dog. Enjoy your down dog. Make sure your heels are lining up behind your second and third toes. If your heels reach the mat, well and good. If they don't, no big deal. If your heels are reaching down to the mat, see if you can peel your toes, all 10 toes off the mat. So you're just on the mounds of your feet. Keep pushing your shoulders back, lengthen your spine, tailbone up. When you're ready, look forward, get your left foot all the way forward between your palms. Drop down on your right knee, walk that right knee further back. Walk up onto your left knee. Keep pushing your hips down and forward, heart up. Tailbone down and forward. When you're ready, right palm down, next to left foot or right wrist under right shoulder. Bend your right knee. Circle your left palm around. Hold on to the outer edge of your right foot. Pull it in. You need to use the belt. Go ahead, use the belt. This time I'll just do it with my palm. So keep pulling it in. Feel the stretch on your quadricep. So a simple hand to foot is giving you a stretch on your quadricep. Slowly release. Tuck your back toes under, pick up your back knee, heart moving forward, back foot all the way forward. Once again, keep your knees bent, get your heart close to your knees, and then take your hips up, your palms reaching for your feet. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Wherever you are, try and reach your palms to your feet. Inhale, bend your knees, circle, sweep your arms all the way up and back. Palms together, in front of your heart, spine tall, close your eyes. Get ready for the other side. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up and back. Exhale, forward fold. Same routine. Reach for your feet. If you can, straight knees. If you can't, bend your knees. Take your hips up as much as you can. Heart in towards your knees. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, fingertips on either side. Get your right foot all the way back. Drop your right heel down, heel to heel alignment, right toes pointing in 45 degrees. Keep your tailbone moving down, right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Warrior 1. Keep taking your tailbone down. Keep taking your arms up. Stay with your breath. Imagine a block between your palms. Push into the block, take the block higher up, and then circle your right palm behind your right knee. Reverse warrior 1. Walk your fingertips back. Inhale, circle your palms all the way back up. Get your hands onto your hips. Straighten your front knee. Turn your left toes to the right so you're facing your right. Keep your knees straight if you can. Your feet are 2 shoulder width apart. Outer edges of your feet are parallel to the outer edges of your mat. Your palms on your hips, elbows moving in towards each other at the back, shoulder blades moving in, spine growing tall. Inhale, exhale, bend from your hips. Heart reaching forward. And then if you can, reach your fingers down to your feet, pull in. If you can't, go ahead, just hold on to your calves and pull yourselves in. Inhale, come up halfway. Try and get your hips over your heels. So try not to keep your hips moving back. Try and push your hips forward so they're in line with your heels. Same thing, exhale, pull in as much as you can. Lower your head down towards the mat. When you're ready, maybe bend your knees slightly. Slowly come up. Turn your right toes to the right. Right heel in line with left heel. Left toes push in 45 degrees. Left hip moves forward, right hip moves back. So now you're facing the rear end of the mat. Bend your right knee. So inhale, take your arms up, warrior 1 on the back side. Keep taking your tailbone down and forward. Keep pushing your left hip forward, right hip back. Extend the sides of your torsos. Reach your fingertips up. Stay with your breath. 3, 2, 1. Circle your left palm behind your left knee. Walk your fingertips down. Take it into a little bit of a reverse warrior. 1. Circle your palms back up. Windmill your palms all the way down. Take your left heel up. Right foot all the way back to plank, facing the rear end of the mat. When you're ready, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, yogi's choice. And then slowly all the way down to the mat. Bend your right knee. See if you can just reach for your right toes. Keep the wrist part of your palm on the toes. Turn, see if you can turn your fingers in and down, and just keep pushing the heel, right heel, next to your right hip. So not on your right hip, next. So I'm finding it extremely challenging to turn my fingers in, so I'm just holding on to the foot. And of course, if you need to take the belts, take the belts. So far, my chin has been resting on the mat. Try and grow tall through your right knee. So maybe pick up your right knee, try and push it further back towards your left toes. Then place it down again. Keep pulling your right elbow in towards the center. And slowly release. Bend, same thing on the other side. Bend your left knee, hold on to your left toes, get the wrist part of your palm on the toes so the pressure is felt even more. Keep getting the left heel outside the left thigh. Pick up the left knee, grow tall through the left knee, then place the knee back down. Keep pushing the left heel down next to the left thigh, the left elbow in towards the center, and slowly release. Tuck your toes in, come up through your knees, hips up and back, down dog. Look forward between your palms. Get your left foot all the way forward. This time it's the left foot. Drop your right heel down, heel to arch alignment. Feet are perpendicular, so it's warrior 2. Keep your hips low. What I notice a lot of people is they keep the hips up, then get into warrior 2 and then get it down. So try and keep your hips low right from the beginning. Push your right pinky toe into the mat, circle up, warrior 2. Spine tall, shoulders relaxed. Reach your right palm down, left palm up, circle your left arm across, reverse your warrior. Circle back, warrior 2. Because it is palm to foot, get your left palm on your left foot. If you can't get through to it, don't worry, drop your right shoulder forward. If you drop your right shoulder forward, I know it's not the best alignment, you'll reach your left palm to your left foot. Once you've reached the left palm to your left foot and your left elbow is inside your left knee, use that to circle your right shoulder up. So open out your right shoulder as much as you can. So if you feel stuck here, stop. Just feel the stretch on the side of your torso. Feel the compression on the other side. If you can keep opening out, open up. So no need to extend your arm. That just makes everything more difficult. Keep your right palm on your right hip. Keep opening out. Then when you've reached your max, maybe look up at the ceiling. If you think you still got it in you, circle your right arm across. Keep that back knee straight. Circle back, warrior 2. Hands on your hips. Straighten your left knee. Turn your left toes in. Outer edges of your feet are parallel to the outer edges of your mat. Hands on your hips, inhale, spine tall, exhale, push your hips forward, squeeze your elbows in, heart up to the ceiling, chin up. Next, inhale, come back tall, exhale, fold forward, same thing. Now last time, if you reached for your calves and pulled yourselves in, this time slide your palms ever so gently towards your ankles. See if you can reach your ankles. If last time you were stuck at your ankles, see if you can reach for your big toe. Hold on to the big toe, pull yourselves in. Inhale, slowly make your way back up. Right toes point to the right. Heel in line with arch. Feet are perpendicular. Hands on your hips. Bend your right knee so the knee tracks over your second and third toes. Right hip down towards your right ankle. Left pinky toe into the mat. Left knee straight. Spine tall. Arms out. Warrior two. When you're ready, drop your left arm, take your right arm up. So imagine your left palm is reaching for your left foot. Reach your right arm even higher up and across. Come back, warrior two. Left palm on left hip, right palm reaches down to your right foot, rests on the right foot. Left shoulder may tip forward, doesn't matter. Right elbow inside right knee, and then slowly start opening out that left shoulder above the right shoulder as much as you can. When you feel that resistance and that stretch, stop. Look up at the ceiling if you can. If you want, circle your left arm across, palm facing down. 3, 2, 1, circle all the way up. Windmill your palms all the way down. Front foot all the way back, hips up and back. Yeah, down dog. Don't worry about the plank, just down dog. All of you gently drop down to your knees. Sit wherever is comfortable and watch. So this is what you're gonna do. You were in down dog, so you stay with down dog and then release your right palm, hold on to your left ankle or your left foot. Now when you do that, your left shoulder will start kinking forward. Don't let that happen. Keep that shoulder moving back. Reach the right foot to your right palm to your left foot. Get the right shoulder under your left shoulder and look up at the ceiling. My right knee is bending, keep it straight. And then when it's too much, release back to down dog and go back to seated. So if you're ready, everyone, push back to down dog. Knee straight, heels down. Release your right palm and reach for your left ankle or your left foot. If you can't reach the foot or the ankle, go ahead, hold on to the outer side of your left calf or your left knee or your left thigh or your left hip, whatever works. So imagine the hip to be your foot and use that as the leverage to drop your right shoulder beneath your left shoulder. Keep pushing your left shoulder back, keep reaching your tailbone up and back. Look under your left arm up at the ceiling. Keep the twist, keep the palm to foot if you can. 3, 2, 1. Slowly release your right palm back to down dog and then slowly sit down back to Vajrasana or cross-legged if you find Vajrasana is uncomfortable. When you're ready, go back to down dog. This time, release your left palm, hold on to the outer edge of your right palm, push the right shoulder back, keep the left knee straight, get your left shoulder under your right shoulder, look up at the ceiling, but keep that left knee straight. 3, 2, 1, slowly release back to down dog. Drop down to your knees, child's pose. If you can, reach your palms to your feet, relax. Slowly get back to down dog, hips up and back. Look forward, bend your knees, either hop or walk your feet all the way forward between your palms. Feet are hip distance apart. Forward, forward, palms on your feet. Pull in. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, circle all the way up and back. And palms together in front of your heart. Close your eyes. Stay with your breath. If you've got a belt, keep it handy. This next round, we're gonna use that belt. When you're ready, blink your eyes open. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Exhale, all the way down to your feet. Same routine, either straight knees or bent knees, and then push your hips up. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, fingertips on either side. Get your right foot all the way back. Get your left foot to the center line of the mat. Drop your right heel down, heel to heel, right foot 45 degrees. Inhale, slowly come up, warrior one. Now, I'm going to ask you to straighten out your left knee and reach down for your left foot. If you can do this, well and good. If you can't, actually, if you've got a belt, go ahead, take the belt. So keep your left knee bent. Get the belt below your foot, preferably below the balls of your left foot, so that you've got something to press down on. And then just come up standing, straighten out your left knee, and then just walk down with your palms. Keep pushing the left hip back, right hip forward. Keep taking your heart forward and up, reach it up, reach your heart up. But because your palms are walking down the rope, your heart comes down. So, some of you might feel that enormous stretch and resistance here, so just stop. If you can reach all the way down to your feet, release the belt and just ease your heart towards your knee as best you can. Keep pushing your left hip back, right hip forward. Enjoy the stretch. So this time your hand to foot is giving you glute stretch, a hammy stretch. Slowly bend your front knee, release the belt. Inhale, once again, come up, warrior one, hands to your hips, straighten your front knee, turn your left toes to the left, feet are parallel to the outer edges of your mat. Inhale, spine tall, exhale, forward fold. Quickly see if you can reach your big toe. If you can't, try and just go lower from your calves to your ankles, maybe your feet, maybe your big toes. Keep taking your heart in between your knees, your head falling down to the mat, your hips in line with your heels. When you're ready, slowly come back up. Turn your right toes to the right. Keep your foot on the center line of the mat. Push your left heel in line with your right heel. Left toes turn in 45 degrees. Push your left hip forward, right hip back. Bend your right knee, grab your belt. Push the belt under your right foot. Come up tall, straighten your right knee. Keep taking your heart up. Remember that? And now walk your palms down. Keep pushing your right hip back, left hip forward. The more you push your right hip back, the more you're going to feel the stretch in your glute and your hamstring. Keep walking down. Try and keep a tall spine. So what I mean is, don't round your back like this and just jam your heart into your knees. Your heart keeps moving forward. Your spine remains tall. So stop wherever you feel the pressure with the belt, and then just stay there. If you can reach your palms all the way to your foot, go ahead, reach your palms to your foot. Keep pushing your right hip back, left hip forward. Release your heart down to your knee. Slowly bend your right knee. Inhale, come up, warrior one. Exhale, get your palms all the way down. Release the belt from underneath your foot, but keep it handy. And then get your front foot all the way back to plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, yogi's choice, all the way down. And relax. Now, you need to use your belt once again. So, if you need to sit up and watch. What you need to do is keep your belt exactly at the halfway mark. So that's my halfway mark. I'm going to lie down. So I'm going to keep the belt at my ankles, hold on to the front, and lie down again. I'm going to bend my ankles. Oh God, this is a little tricky, but you'll get there. So squiggle your way till the belt is at your ankles. Keep your feet hip distance apart and hold the belt from the front ends. Keep your elbows on the floor in front of you. You've already bent your knees, right? The soles of your feet are facing up. Push your feet back and down as you take your knees up, elbows up. Knees up, elbows up. Maybe get your knees together because the belt is pulling you there. So keep taking your knees up, elbows up, heart up. So this is a modified bow. But of course, if you can hold on to your ankles, go ahead. Squeeze your shoulder blades in. Push your feet back and down. Take your knees up, heart up. Wherever you are, hold the pose, not your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly release. Palm on top of palm. Get your forehead on your palms. Relax. When you're ready, get rid of the belt, but keep it handy. Back to down dog. Look forward between your palms. Get your left foot all the way forward between your palms. Drop your right heel down.
heel to arch alignment. Take hold of your belt again, somewhere towards the center of the belt, push it under your foot. Keep the belt in hand, just come up to whatever version of Warrior Two you can, with the belt in your left palm. Then, straighten your left knee, hold the belt with your left palm. Keep your right palm on your right hip, so your knees are straight. And you got it right, we're going in for triangle. Just start walking your left palm down as much as you can. So if this is where you feel the resistance, stop here. If you can go further down, keep going down. Notice right shoulder remains above left shoulder. It doesn't tip forward. So the idea with the belt is it gives you the stability to work on the shoulder. If you've got it in you to reach all the way down to your left foot with your left palm, do that. And then if you want, release your right palm up to classic triangle. I know usually in triangle I say keep your foot inside your calf, but today since it's hand to foot, and some teachers actually teach holding the left big toe with your left fingers. Hold your triangle, 4. So this time your palm to foot is giving you an inner thigh stretch and a torso stretch. 3, 2, slowly bend your left knee, circle back, Warrior Two, get rid of the belt. Your left toes circle in, your feet are perpendicular to the outer edges of your mat. This time, you're going to take your right arm up and reach your right palm all the way down to your left foot. So your feet remain facing forward. This is not a triangle. Your hips remain facing forward. So it's a twist with a forward fold. Now again, if your right palm doesn't touch your left foot, you can keep it on the calf, or you can use the belt to pull you in. So use the belt to pull your heart in towards the knee. Your left palm can do whatever it wishes. I like to put it across and hold on to my right hip. So keep spiraling your heart towards your knee and then up towards the ceiling. Keep taking your hips directly above your heels. Don't push them back. Keep lengthening your spine even more. And slowly release. We're going to go to the other side. So loop the belt on your right foot. Inhale, take your left arm up. Exhale. Left palm holds the belt. Right arm circles across, holding on to left hip point. Heart moving forward, hips going over heels. And then exhale, pull yourselves in. And of course, if you can just reach your left palm across your right foot, go ahead, do that, because after all, it's a hand to foot practice today. Hips over heels, heart moving forward, then towards the knee, and then spiraling up to the sky. And slowly release. You know you got to keep the belt handy, so keep it around. Right toes turn to the right, heel to arch, bend your right knee, reach for the belt. We won't even pretend we are going through Warrior Two. Let's just get into the triangle. So keep your right knee bent, get the belt under your foot, straighten your right knee, come up tall. You're facing the left side of the mat, heel to arch. When you're ready, start sliding your right palm down towards your right foot. Keep your left shoulder on top of your right shoulder. Of course, if you can just reach down for your right foot, all the better. Try and stay in one plane. Release your left arm up. If you can reach for your right big toe, go ahead. Stay with your breath. Enjoy your triangle. Hand to foot, giving you an inner thigh stretch and a torso stretch. Slowly release your left palm, bend your right knee, remove the belt, windmill your arms all the way down, back foot all the way forward, deep forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle all the way up and back. And palms together in front of your heart. Push down equally into all four corners of your feet. Pull up your kneecaps, tailbone pointing down, pelvis level, spine tall, shoulders relaxed. In with your breath, out with your breath. And release. Let's do a little balance. I can see Ranjani jumping up and down for joy. Don't do that. It's just mental disturbances. So, want to show you how hand and foot can be used in almost all balances. Which one should we go with? Okay, so let's start with a standing twist. So this is always interesting. So you know, we do the standing twist with one knee bent and this way. And then I like to do a hand to foot, extend the foot and back. Now, if you can do this, go ahead, do this. If you find this challenging, take your belt, hook it on your right foot. So I'm standing on my left foot. Get that foot up first. So you got to really work to get that foot horizontal, the leg horizontal to the floor. Once you've got the stability, inhale, take your right arm up, exhale, twist. Notice I'm not sagging into the pose. I'm pushing the earth and reaching for the sky and then twisting across, the heel up. Of course, it's always much more stable if you can hold on to your own foot. So notice what this does to you, to your energy once you complete that circuit. 3, 2, slowly release. Shake it out. Shall we do the other side? Once again, you want to take the belt, go ahead, take the belt, loop it around your foot, keep your right foot on the mat facing forward, just pick up your left foot with the belt, find your stability, and then inhale, left arm forward, exhale, twist, don't sag in, go tall, and twist. And you want to do it without the belt, go ahead, do it without the belt. If you want to keep your knee slightly bent because you don't have the hamstring flexibility, go ahead, do that. Whatever works, it's the twist you're looking for. And that sense of energy completeness, the circuit that you create with your hand to foot bind. Keep drawing your spine tall as you twist. I'm purposely facing the camera. Ideally, I should be looking over my left shoulder. And slowly release. Whew. For some reason, that took my breath away. Okay. One more balance. I can see Ranjani going, yes, 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 yes. Okay, so the next one is our usual dancer's pose. So get all your weight onto your right foot, bend your left knee, hold on to your left foot, hand to foot, notice, knees together, push the foot down so your elbow goes straight, your shoulder starts stretching out, and then of course reach forward to dancer's pose. You want to use the belt, that's what I want to teach today. Go ahead, loop the belt after you've bent your knee, and then reach forward. You want to add in a layer of complication, hold on with both arms. Keep taking the foot back. The energy comes from the foot moving back and up. Because if you don't do that, it just collapses. So keep pushing. Expand as much as you can. In fact, it's better if you hold on with both hands. So you're getting the same effect of hand to foot. You're completing the energy circuit without being able to reach your foot. Where there's a will, there is a way. And slowly release. Same thing on the other side. Again, if you just want to practice with your palm, go ahead, do that. And you want to go with the belt. Actually, you should try the belt because it just makes the whole thing feel so much more different, so much more open. So hook the belt onto your ankle or your foot, and then go ahead. Keep pushing the foot back and up, back and up. Keep resisting with your arms, elbows in towards each other, heart opening up towards the sky. Feel that arch in your back. Three, two, one. Slowly release. And relax. Slowly get yourselves down to the mat. There's still some more hand to foot that we need to do. And I've got a really nice one here. So first, just pay attention. This is just to relieve the stretch, the back stretch that we did. So this is where you start. You start in Vajrasana, and if Vajrasana is difficult, go ahead, tuck your toes in, sit on your heels. Grab on to your feet, go all the way down, get your forehead, full forehead on the mat. Then stick your forehead where it is. Just roll your head forward, but you're holding onto your feet. Because you're holding onto your feet, you'll only be able to go thus far. But because you're doing that, you're getting a huge stretch on your middle back and your upper back. So go ahead and do it now that you've seen it. If you want, you can do it from Vajrasana, same thing. So it's still hand to foot, stay in the stretch. I've got out because I want to talk. It's still the hand to foot thing going on. But this time you're getting a stretch on your middle back and your upper back because of the way you're doing the stretch. When you're ready, slowly release and just lie down. Knees are straight. You're lying down. Now, once again, you can either use your belt or not. So if you can reach for your feet with your knees straight, go ahead. So bend your right knee in. Hold on to your right big toe with your left palm. Straighten out your right knee, and that's it. Just hold in there. If you want, go ahead, use the belt. Makes it nice and easy. All you got to do is hook the belt just behind the mounds of your foot and then pull it in. So if you've got a belt, just use the belt. It's so much easier. Now, if you're using the belt, the easiest thing in the world to do is get your right hip off the mat. You want to keep the right hip down You want to keep the left leg active, knee straight, toes pointing straight up to the ceiling, not drooping to the side. So you've got awareness even in your left leg, though it's your right leg that you're working. Now, if you're just holding on to your big toe with your left palm, switch hands, hold on to your big toe with your right palm. So I'm showing it for both the belt guys and the people with the palm to the foot. To the extent you can, drop your foot over to the right. So you might have to start releasing the belt to reach the foot to the right. Now, if you're just holding on with your big toe, you may not be able to go very far. If you're using it with the belt, you might be able to go a lot further down. And that's why I said get a belt. Reach through your right heel, grow tall. Maybe release your left arm completely. And of course, if you can take it all the way with your foot, your palm to your foot, go ahead, do that. And then slowly bend your knee, bring it in. Let's move over to the other side. So straighten out your right leg, bend your left knee, either belt or foot, straight up. So grow tall through your left heel, pull your toes back towards you, right knee straight, right toes up towards the ceiling. Keep pulling in. Initially, when you start, hold on to your left toes with your right palm. When you're ready to drop, switch your palms. So hold on to your toe with your left palm and then drop over to the side as much as you can. Grow tall through your heel. And slowly release. Okay, one final pose before we go to Shavasana. I guess this would be everyone's favorite. So, happy baby pose. The classic hand to foot. So bend your knees in towards your armpits, keep your calves perpendicular to the floor. Hold on to the outer edges of your feet with your palms, with your elbows inside your knees. Pull your feet down, pull your knees down towards the mat. Keep your heels opening out as much as you can, far away from each other, but keep pulling your knees down towards the floor. You feel your tailbone rising. If you want, say, you know what, just let it rise. You want to do a little bit of additional work, try and pull your tailbone down towards the mat. You do that, your knees rise, so push them back down. So find that edge between your tailbone and your knees. But it's really the work is being done by your palms to your foot, or your feet, sorry. Keep your heels moving apart. Stay with your breath. If you want, you can just stay here in happy baby pose. If you want one nice final stretch, hook your index and middle finger to your big toe and then straighten your knees. Take your heels as far apart as they would go with straight knees. And then either release your happy baby or release your straight knees and get into your final shavasana. There were a few complicated, twisted, seated twists where you could get into hand to foot, but I've just left it out. Even a standing balance, you could go hand to foot, maybe some other day. For now, enjoy your shavasana, relax completely. Stay with your breath. Slowly start coming back to the here and the now. Start moving your fingers and toes. Take a nice long deep breath in. Hold your breath for some time. When you're ready to release, bend your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. Maybe if you want, just for old time's sake, hold on to your feet and gently rock from side to side. And then whenever you're ready, roll onto your right, turn your face down, blink your eyes open, come up to seated, wherever is comfortable. Palms in front of your heart, bow your head to your palms, reflect on what you did. So what we learned today is the act of getting your palms to your feet. Physically, you can do almost everything. You've done lateral bends, you remember the triangle. You've done forward folds, stretching your glutes and your hammies and your back. You've done twists, remember that standing pose, the balance pose. You could do twists, you could do back bends, remember dancer's pose and the bow pose. So literally all the directions that you can move your spine in, you can do with your hand to foot. Plus, if you can't reach your hands to your feet, you can always use the belt to kind of get your feet closer to your palms. The idea with the hand to foot kind of connection is to close that circuit. And once you close that energetic circuit, it just takes the pose to a different level. You can actually feel that energy traveling through that circuit. I think that's what makes it so magical. So rather than get caught up with all the negativity, I can't touch my palms with my feet, just use a belt, make it easy for yourself. I think at an emotional level, your palms are where all your action is, and feet are considered to be the lowest part of your body. So you're giving up everything that you've achieved by touching your feet. It's letting go of your achievements. In a way, it's letting go of your ego to the extent you can. So you're realizing that everything you do with your palms, your hands, everything you make, everything you achieve, you can give up if you wish to. You also realize that in that act of giving up, you've got to also let go of so much tension, so much of holding back in your body, and the same with your emotions. If you really want to give up on your ego, you really have to give up on a lot of baggage. So that's the learning from my hand to foot flow. I hope you enjoyed it. One last stretch. Get the soles of your feet together. So this time, not only is it hand to foot, it's foot to foot. Then get your palms to your feet. Keep your knees down as far as possible.
Increase the length of your spine. Exhale, fold forward. So it's hands to feet. One last time, yogis. Just fold forward as much as you can, no pressure. And slowly release. Namaste, yogis. As always, my pleasure to be practicing with you. See you again on Sunday.